Hey everyone, J-Ro here, back with another Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis video, and today I'm bringing you my clear for the Escalation Challenge against Angeal Penance Level 20. Alright, so before we get into it, if you could please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you can be notified when I post new videos. Alright, so we're about a weekend into Angeal Penance. I kind of was waiting around to see what we would get by the second week because I wanted for the actual event. And lo and behold, we got Matt. And Matt's weapon is pretty good for the Angeal Penance fight. So, this is the team that I decided to run with. We got Matt. He's going to be our healer slash buffer and debuffer. And then we have Tifa, who's going to be our ice DPS. And then we're going to also bring Cloud as our fire DPS. Alright. So, before we get into the builds, let's go ahead and check out the high wind right quick. Looking at the roll stream, we'll check out the high wind first. Alright, we got our stats here and we have our abilities. And as you probably just saw, Cloud has nothing built into his roll stream at all. Tifa's roll stream is maxed. And Matt's roll stream is maxed. Alright. So, let's kick things off with Cloud. Alright, so Cloud is going to be running his official festive garb, which is his physical attack and fire arcanum. In the main hand, we are going to be running the Sky Splitter, his fire DPS and weapon, giving the R abilities of physical attack and fire potency. Next up, we are running the Final Fantasy VI crossover weapon that should be getting ready to release next week. Again, we'll rerun next week the Locked Sword. This is a non-elemental 4 ATB cast that will raise fire, lightning, and magic damage up mid-tier maximum high, giving the R abilities of attack and ability potency. Alright, next up we have the Ultimate Buster Sword. Of course, this would normally just lower physical magic attack, but then it also does provide us with the R abilities of boost ability potency and physical defense. Alright, looking at sub equips, we are running the Marine Shooter, giving us magic, physical ability potency and fire potency. Next up, we are running the Bahamut Greatsword, giving us physical attack all allies and physical ability potency. Then last but not least, the Amarant's Claws, which will give us HP and physical ability potency. If you're trying to run this build and you want a replacement for it, let's go take a quick look. Alright. So you can always replace this weapon with Twinkling Star. The free weapon, the Umbral Blade that we got. There's quite a bit of weapons. The Flare, one of Sid's weapons. Let's see. Yeah, those are a few you could do. Oh, well, and also I should see Mad Minute here. There it is right there. Mad Minute. Alright, there you go. Now, let's look at the materia. In the third materia slot, we have my strongest physical attack materia. Then in the second slot, we have my second strongest physical attack materia. And in the third slot, we have a Fire that is my highest fire potency materia. Because he is a fire DPS, we are bringing Ifrit on him. Alright. So, looking at Cloud's R abilities, they are boost HP level 3, physical attack is level 7, physical defense level 3, attack level 3, fire potency level 7, ability potency level 6, and physical ability potency level 7. Alright. Looking at his stats, they are HP 14.3k, physical attack is 13.4k, physical defense is 185, magic defense is 174. Alright, next up we are going to look at our ice DPS in Tifa. Tifa is going to be running her festive blue daffodil attire, giving her reprieve and New Year's mastery, which will serve as our ice arcanum in this case. In the main hand, we're running the Holy Flame Gloves. This is her ice DPS and weapon, giving her the R abilities of physical attack and ice potency. Next up, we are running the Blue Daffodil Gloves. This, of course, will give her her exploit weakness and give her our abilities of attack, all allies, and ability potency. Next up, we have our Premium Heart, which is our 3 casts of haste, giving our abilities of ability potency and attack boost. On her sub-equips, we are running the Bird of Prey, which will give her physical attack and physical ability potency. You could always switch this weapon out for something like Ceremonial Sword Z. Next up, Glavinus, which is HP and physical ability potency, which means you can change this out for the same things that I just mentioned for Amaranth's Claws. And Gun of the Worthy, giving us physical attack on allies, ice potency. Alright. For materia, in the third materia slot, we have a Blizzard Blow. That's my strongest ice potency weapon. Materia. Then we have a Blizzard that is my next strongest ice potency materia, and another Blizzard Blow that is a pretty high ice potency materia. Alright. And then, since she is our ice DPS, we are running Diamond Dust through the Summon Shiva on Tifa. Alright. Looking at her abilities, they are boost HP level 4, physical attack is level 7, ice potency level 7, ability potency level 5, physical ability potency level 6. Alright. Stats are HP 18.7k, physical attack is 12.8k, physical defense is 142, and magic defense is 153. Alright, now let's hop over to our new and improved Matt with his new outfit, the Dark Knight robe, giving him reprieve in Dark Knight's mask. In the main hand, we are running the Deroplatys. This is a 4 ATB magic heal that also raises physical attack, mid, maximum, high, and raises magic defense raises magic defense to high as long as Matt has 70% or more HP. It does give us the ability of physical attack all allies and buff debuff extension. Alright. Next up, we do have the Nautilus Spiral as our secondary slot weapon. It is a 3 ATB diamond sigil break that also is a ice resist down to high. But it also does lightning resist down too, but we need it for the ice resist. Alright. The R abilities are boost, heal, and buff debuff extension. Alright, next up for the ultimate weapon, we are running our newly acquired Gladius, giving us a magic heal cast, and then of course casting haste on all characters, and then amplifying the next cast of a heal ability by 50%. The R abilities are boost heal and ATB boost all allies, which will give us 2 ATB at the start of the battle. Looking at sub equips, we get to use the Foam Sword for magic defense all allies, Rocket Lance for attack all allies, buff debuff extension, and Blade of the Worthy for attack all allies and ability potency. Alright, for his materia in the third materia slot, we have a heal stat stick. In the middle slot, we have a Cura that is a heal stat stick. And we have a Runra that is a heal stat stick. Matt will be using his Vanquishing X limit break. Alright. So looking at our abilities, they are boost heal level 6. Ability potency level 3, buff debuff extension level 7, and that's it. For our party-wide, our abilities, they are as follows: physical attack all allies level 6, and magic defense all allies level 3, attack all allies level 6, and ATB boost all allies level 4, all from Matt. From Cloud, we're getting level 3 physical attack all allies, and then Tifa is giving us level 3 physical attack all allies and attack all allies. Alright, so Matt's stats are going to end out with HP 13.5k, physical defense 163, magic defense 189, and heal 5.4k. Alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in and get this clear against Angeal Penance on Escalation Challenge level 20. Alright, so for starters, end of gluttony. Okay, he's raising his physical attack up and magic attack up. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get our magic defense back up because he just lowered it. Tifa's gonna get her exploit weakness going. Cloud is gonna work on getting his fire damage up. Alright, looks like he's blocking out ice, so Cloud is gonna have to take over destroying the veil here. While Mac is removing that magic defense down that Angeal Penance put on us. Cloud is doing a substantial amount of damage to that shield, looks like to me. Oh yeah, definitely. Good guard. Looks like it's gonna take about 4 hits. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be 4. Let's see. Gonna go ahead and get that haste going with Tifa. And boom. Alright. The veil is broken, but not in time for us to break the bar down. So we'll just shift the defense. We shouldn't take as much damage here. Alright, everybody came out unscathed. Alright, gonna get healed up right quick. I have fallen so in love with the Deroplatys. It is such a good weapon. Oh my goodness. Alright, and from here, Tifa can start getting ready to cut loose. Alright. Alright, gonna go ahead and do the Diamond Dust and the Hellfire here. So unfortunately I don't have nobody to bring for fire resist down, but it'll be okay. And I didn't even lower the ice resist down there. Okay. Alright. But from here we're just gonna be just DPSing Angeal Penance. Alright, Cloud just got his fire buff back up. Tifa slamming in that good 668k worth of damage. Basically doing double what Cloud can do. Alright, and now Angeal Penance has his extra high physical attack and magic attack. But I'm gonna hold the Vanquishing X here. Because I can hold, as long as I maintain healing, I should be able to not be defeated by the extra damage here. Because I won't get Vanquishing X back in time before the next veil if I use it now. Alright, so I'm gonna hold it. And I will let you know where the signal is that lets you know that it's time for the next for the Vanquishing X. Alright, there's in the Gluttony, he did his boost, and then that Thunder's God Envy. After that is when you want to remove that physical and magical attack buff, so you can be able to not have to deal with it during the veil portion. Because if this veil part goes like the first one goes, I'm definitely going to end up having to tank that damage directly afterwards. Alright, and there's that veil. So just like I was mentioning, if it wasn't for the veil, I could have did Vanquishing X here, but because of the veil, I am on a time clock to either break the veil and then use Vanquishing X, or use Vanquishing X like I did after Thunder God's Envy. Alright. Ifrit was there just so we could go ahead and knock the veil down a little bit more. Alright. Almost have it knocked out completely. Alright. The next hit from Cloud will take out the veil. And we can start getting that ice resistance removed. So Tifa can do a lot more damage. We do have our magic defense up to high already. So we should be able to tank this attack with no problems. Alright, we barely survived, but we survived. Alright. Well, I say we survived, but I just noticed that Matt's reprieve is gone. So I guess Matt didn't survive at some point. But it's okay. Alright. We got our Vanquishing X back just in case we'll end up needing it. Alright. And at this point we're just slamming on the damage. Alright, took a nice little chunk of that last bit of health off. Alright. Alright, there's the minion waves. Alright. Yep, it's just, we're slowly chipping away at the damage, and he's in wash, rinse, and repeat mode himself. Alright. Almost. That bar is very low. Let's see if this Ifrit can finish it. You know what? Let's add in the Vanquish. Nope, we're gonna add in the Vanquish next. Let's see if this Ifrit finishes it off. It's not there yet. Okay. Yeah. Let Tifa punch it. Okay, there we go. Alright, and there you have it. That is how we take down the Escalation Challenge level 20 against Angeal Penance. And that was a pretty smooth run, if I do say so myself. It was nice getting a chance to get Matt out here and use his new Deroplatys weapon along with his Gladius ultimate weapon. Getting a chance to break out Cloud and his locked sword and his fire DPS kit, something I haven't gotten a chance to use in a long time. And then it's always nice to have Tifa around to do that big damage that she's always known to do. Alright, so I want to thank you for watching the video. I hope you found it informative or enjoyable. If you did, remember to leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel for more Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis content. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Later.